I think sometimes we take great liberties saying things are the desire of God or that God wanted certain things to happen when we actually really don't know. So, for example, with this latest war between Israel and Hamas, when it first happened, there was an earthquake in Afghanistan, and I had a friend who said that that earthquake was God taking revenge against Afghanistan for fighting against Israel. I'm not going to get into the politics of this whole debate, but how would we know this? How would we know if this was God's will? Is it inconceivable to think that God would ever act against Israel? So we've been reading in the book of Ezekiel, for those who are following along with me, in Ezekiel chapter 6 and 7, and probably most of this book, are very clearly God articulating how he's really upset with Israel because they have neglected him. They have turned their eyes from him. They have turned to the things of the world around them. And God's desire, repeatedly, I have underlined in multiple chapters here, and they shall know I am the Lord. I did not threaten in vain to bring this disaster upon them. Then you shall know that I am the Lord. It goes on and on. God desires to be known. And when people who know him act in ways that demonstrate they don't care that they know him, God is going to make it clear that they're in the wrong. And God has done this with Israel, not just once. This has happened time and again with Israel. They have disobeyed God time and again. So I would encourage you, as today's daily devotional, to be very careful about thinking you know the heart of God and what God is doing in a place and a time. God desires to be known. God desires our fidelity in our faith to him, not to give it to any other God, not to give it to any other thing that would take his place in our lives. And when we are not faithful, God has every right to act. Doesn't mean he always will, because God is also very faithful, merciful, and forgiving. But it's not for you to decide how God is to act. Something for you to think about today. Blessings on you.